Right, so I made a video recently where I went over both the main macros that people use, being Plague macros and Guy2 macros, but it turns out that on the Plague macro, I forgot, here it is, I've got it open already, I didn't check this, which has a lot of features on it, and yeah, so that video is not very fair on Plague macros for that. So we're going to go over both the macros and see which one is better. Yeah, sorry once again, I did not see it at all. Like, I don't know how I missed it because it's such an obvious like drop down arrow, but yeah, we're going to start with Spooky Dart, which it has. First, let's compare the features. So I've got Guy2 here and then Plague macros. So on the features, they have, let's see, how many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 12. They've got 14. So I have 14 macros here, whereas Plague has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I guess 11, 12, 13, 14 there, and then 15, and then I'd say Plague probably has more features, I think they have more than Guy2. It's very close. Oh yeah, here, the Obby as well, Decool Trio, and Bubble Shine. I'd say Plague has more features just based on what I can see here, unless I'm missing something again, but I hope not. Let's try the Spooky Darts. We'll try darts on both macros and we'll see which one is faster. We'll go, where is it? Over here. We'll go over to the darts, and I do have Insane unlocked already. We will try, not Guy2, we'll try Plague first. And on Spooky Darts, Insane, how do I start? So I go to keys and I just press F1, is that right? So main, it's already here. I guess I press F1 and it should do it for me. Okay, well it looks like it's doing it. Okay, it froze my game just like it does on Lysix. Freezing Roblox for 29 seconds. I can't move my mouse, but if you look to the top right of my screen, you can see it says freezing Roblox for 29 seconds. So I don't know if that's going to like resume, and the time left, if you look at the bottom of my Roblox screen, maybe it'll say a minute 30. Yeah, a minute 28. Okay, and then it ends. So I'll press F3, that should stop it. Okay, well there's the game. So it takes 30 seconds for the Plague macro. Let's have a look at Guy2. If I do the exact same thing, where is it? Go to play. I should have dart. There it is. Okay, so on Guy2, you actually have to type in insane mode. So that'll be number 2. Important warning. Macro is supposed to freeze your game. Yes, I know. I just go back into the game, go over here, and I press F2. Maybe not. I press insane. Is this going to do it? F2. F1. Okay. Did I break it? Maybe I did something wrong. I'm just going to close out of this, but I think I did something wrong. Let me see. It's supposed to freeze your game when entering the minigame. Okay, I just press F2 to start. Okay, so it used to I've used the Guy2 macro for a long time, ever since it came out. That's how I've got so many potions, right? And it never shrunk the window. It always made it full screen. So the fact that it shrunk is new to me, but I'm 4 minutes and 45 seconds into this recording, so we will see how long it takes per game. Okay, so the game's already done. F2, that should pause it, or F3, there we go. So it looks like that actually took half as much time. I don't know if there's a reason for that, but it looks like it took half as much time as the Plague macro. So for this, I'm gonna say the Plague macro is in second place, just for darts. Another thing I wanted to go over, to me, the verification process, it seems a lot easier on Plague macro, but you have to download a file every single time, which means I have to disable my Windows Defender, I have to add it as an exclusion. Whereas Guy2, you add it as an exclusion once, and then it will update. Yeah, here you can see there's an update button. I just click update, and it updates the macro. I don't have to download a whole new macro every single time I want to, which is quite annoying from the Plague macros. It's very, very annoying. You have to download a new thing every single time. So they both have pros and cons. What should we test next? So for this, I have to reopen Plague macro because I closed it before. So they've got bubble, board game. Let's test board game because that's pretty important as well. Darts and board game are really important features for a macro to have. So we'll go over here. Should be able to just stand here and then continue. And then I will open the plague macro. Here we go. We'll go main and then is board game here? There, board game. Okay. Backup, bubble, yes. Waste board infinity. I don't know what that means. Hatch off, extra bubble on. That's pretty cool. If this is does what I think it does, then I will need to do this. And then you press continue and then you press spacebar. I don't know if you heard that, but you just jump and then you click again and then you can auto bubble. I can also equip my bubble team here and press auto. And then if that does what I think it does, it might blow bubble in between dice rolls, which is pretty cool. Tiles away, I want it to be, why can't I set it to 5? Because this is gonna miss some, but maybe I'm misreading it. Maybe 4 is 5 for them. Waste board infinity, I don't know what that means. Waste board infinity, I don't know. Okay, so I'm just gonna press F1 now, and that should start it, and then F2 pauses it. F1, see what it does. Okay, it used the 1 dice already. Yeah, and it's fast blowing bubbles, look at that. Okay, it blows bubbles in between doing the dice. Like I roll the dice, I roll a 2, and then you can see it, like, it fast blows bubbles. Wait, no, it's fast blowing bubbles the entire time. Okay, this board game might be better. Now keep in mind, throughout this video, the plague macro is paid. You have to pay real money to use the macro. Whereas the Guy 2 macro is free. So keep that in mind when you make your decision on which macro you wish to use. So here we are 6 away from the elixir, so it's going to use it, and it automatically skips and continues blowing bubbles, and now it's going to use the 1 dice. Fair enough. Seems pretty simple. It's very fast. I like it. The fact that it blows bubbles automatically as well is a real, like, game changer for me. I really like that. Okay, now I think we give the, okay, there's also no pause button, which is really annoying. After every single use, I have to reopen the plague macro. Every single time I use it, I have to reopen it. That's very annoying, but, you know, pros and cons. What's next? So we will use the Guy 2 macro on board game. Okay, so it's asking for my ping. So we will go to performance stats, and you can see I'm sitting at around 85 ping. I'll turn that off. So I'm gonna put in milliseconds. So milliseconds, that is 50 milliseconds. So 100 is 0.1. Give it a little bit more space. How many normal dice? There we go. Okay, I have 252, 315. Now keep in mind, you don't have to type the exact numbers. You can just type like 188k like that. And then 2, 2, 4, or 8. That's just so you can see if you're going to run out of dice. Leave blank to blow bubbles instead. 5, I want my risk to be 5. Any key to continue. Press F2. You can add a webhook to this. Now I'm going to check the plague macro. I don't think they have a webhook. Is server link? No, that's not it. Competitive. No, they don't have a webhook. So yeah, Guy 2 does have a webhook. Now just press F2 and it should automatically do it. Already I can see it seems to be a bit slower and it isn't blowing bubbles. The plague macro is blowing bubbles. So in my opinion, I'm going to say the plague macro is better for the board game and for darts. No, Guy 2 was faster. So I'm going to say plague macro is better for board game. It just seems a bit faster, and the fact that it like automatically blows bubbles is a real deal breaker for me because you're always trying to do as much stuff as you can all at once. Now, they both obviously correctly go to the elixir space, so that's good. But I'm gonna give it to the plague macro for the board game. So it looks like both macros like have their own pros and cons, like I said in the last video. So this one has auto fish. Let me see the Guy 2 macro. So it's got eggs. What does this do? Oh, it automatically mystery box and hatches. Now, Guy 2 does not have that, I don't think. No, fast comp. I think this might have it, I'm not sure, but I don't think it does. So I think Plague Macros is better for this because it mystery box opens while hatching, and then darts, obviously we use this. And also, if you run out of tickets, it automatically bubbles. Board game, we use that, it's pretty good, but this one, Guy 2 has darts, Guy 2 has board game, bubbles, so this just automatically bubbles, I'm guessing. I don't think Guy 2 has that, but it doesn't really seem like a feature that's really needed. You just need an auto clicker. Automatic enchant, I don't know how this works. Do all locked? I don't know. But it does have both enchant slots, which is good. Guy 2 also has that. Somewhere here, where is it? Team enchant, this one. Next, fish. They do have auto fish somewhere here, right there, auto fish. Mystery box, he's also got that. Fast box here. Pet match, I think Guy 2 has pet match as well. Might be wrong, but where is it? I swear I've seen it before. Pet match. Pet match, there it is. I'm very blind. Okay. Trick or treat is also down here, and then spooky darts is the same as normal darts. I don't know why there's 2 tabs for that, but fair enough. Main 2. Now, Guy 2, I don't think has the automatic decor trio. Doesn't look like it. No, I don't believe so. So that's something you're going to need Plague Macro for. Bubble Shrine, Guy 2 also doesn't have. So this page is 2 things that only Plague has. Competitive, obviously both have that. And then keys. The auto rejoin is pretty cool. So if you guys didn't know, if you disconnect while you are in a like you're AFK and you disconnect, Plague Macro will rejoin you, which is pretty cool. If you just put your private server link here, it will rejoin you, and then you'll continue doing what you were doing before. So that is very, very cool. It also has automatic of the shops, which Guy 2 doesn't have. So yeah, it's really personal preference. It's up to you which one you want to use. For me, I use both. I'm gonna be using for example, Plague for the board game, Guy 2 for the fast hatch, and for darts, because I've just always used that. Same for Team Enchant. Yeah, so hopefully this video was informative for you guys, and hopefully I didn't miss anything. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like and subscribe.